Today we will cover solving equations involving midpoint. So midpoint by definition means it is the point that's in the middle of a line segment. When we mean middle, that means the left side is congruent to the right side. And as a refresher, these tick marks mean congruent. Okay? So mathematically we say AM, the length of AM should equal the length of MB. So for example, if AM is 8, then that means MB also has to be 8. And going back to our segment addition, that means AB is 8 plus 8 equals 16. And sometimes we will also have expressions in there. So let me do this as an example. For example, what if they told us that AM equals 4x plus 2 and MB equals 2x plus 10? Because M is a midpoint, that means AM is congruent to MB. That tells me that AM, which is 4x plus 2, should equal MB, 2x plus 10. And from here on out, it goes back to algebra. We're solving for x. So the first thing I want to do is I want to move this 2 to the right. Right now it's a plus 2, so I can subtract 2 on both sides. Get 4x, 2's cancel, equals 2x drops down. 10 minus 2 is 8. Now I can move this 2x to the left. Right now it's a positive 2x, so I did the opposite. Minus 2x on both sides. 4 minus 2 gives me a 2x. 2x cancels. This 8 drops down. And lastly, 2x equals 8. That means 2 times x. So the opposite is we divide to get x equals 4. And that's the algebra part. Can you set up the equation? And then can you solve for x? And then the last thing they can ask is, how long is AM? What is the length of AM? So we know AM equals 4x plus 2. Because we know that x equals 4, we can plug that in. So 4, parentheses 4. So instead of the x, I plug in a 4. That means 4 times 4, which is 16, plus 2, to get me AM equals 18. Alright. Then we can also ask for MB. MB. MB is 2x plus 10. 2, plug in 4 plus 10. That means 8 plus 10. MB equals 18. And you would notice that AM equals MB because at the beginning we said AM should equal MB because M is the midpoint. It's exactly in the middle. If your two answers here do not match, that means your x is wrong. So you're going to need to check again. Alright, and that covers midpoint.